welcome the subscribers of the Global Energy Association. We continue discussing our new report, 10 Breakthrough Ideas in Energy for the Next 10 Years. And today in touch with us is Ehab El-Sadaany, Professor and Director of the Advanced Power Energy Research Center at Khalifa University, Abu Dhabi. Hello, sir.
Hi, Sophia. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. So as we are going to discuss electric vehicles and supporting infrastructure, I would like to start, oddly enough, not with the advantages, but the current EV challenges. They are at least high costs, battery issues, and the shortage of charging stations. So how to meet the demand of EV infrastructure?
Okay, let me first say that electric vehicles are actually demanded because of the environmental concerns that we have all over the world. So if we look at the current status, I mean, like about 16% of our carbon emission is coming from the transportation sector, in which 60% of those are coming from passenger vehicles by themselves. So cutting this kind of emission is mandated worldwide in order to help preserving our environment. As you mentioned, I mean, we have lots of challenges in order to increase the intake of electric vehicles. And one of the main challenges is how to keep those vehicles running on the roads with minimizing actually the effect of having those short distances due to charging. So people always think that fueling a gasoline car is easy because you just stop at the pumping station for maybe 3 to 5 minutes and get your charge. In comparison, if you want to do that with electric vehicles, this might take at least 20, 25 minutes. And of course, this is with fast chargers technology. However, with normal charging technology, you might take more than an hour to do that. So this is one of the main obstacles that we have currently. Also, of course, the number of charging stations that we have are very limited. So you can have charging stations in designated areas only because they are not populated as gasoline stations. So having enough infrastructure in order to be reliable and in order to be able to feed those vehicles in different places, in different areas, is one of the main things that we have to think about. Of course,
okay,
as you mentioned.
To the good part now, what are the advantages?
Of course, the advantages is minimizing the emission. I mean, like having this emission cut significantly due to the transportation electrification is going to help us in reducing the greenhouse gas emission. It's cleaning our environment. The carbon emission is going to be minimized. So this is one of the major advantages. Of course, one of the advantages that people might not think about it as advantage really is noise, because you know, electric vehicles are very quiet. You can not hear them actually compared to gasoline vehicles that have more level of noise in the streets. So this will be one of the like, let's say, side advantage of having electric vehicles.
Not only noise, but the vibrations as well.
Yes, of course, vibrations. It depends, of course, on the vehicle, but I mean, like, vibrations is one of the major things. But this vibration is something that will annoy the driver, but it will not annoy the surroundings, pretty much. So this is an advantage for the drivers themselves. But I mean, the noise level is something that annoys everyone around you, especially with like vehicles that have stronger engines. They have a very high level of noise.
It seems like we already took the roles of a good cop and a bad cop in this conversation. So let me proceed in this way. How green are electric vehicles? Okay, no fuel is burned, no CO2 emissions released into the atmosphere, but like many other batteries, lithium-ion cells rely on the raw materials like cobalt. Cobalt has been especially problematic. So are they really as green as advertised?
Okay. Like, looking at how green it is depends on how you generate your electricity, because you need to charge your battery. So charging your battery is mandating how green it is. If you are burning oil in order to generate electricity in order to charge your battery, so you are not that green. But if you are using renewable resources to charge your batteries, then you are more greener. Okay, so it depends how you charge your battery. So, for example, if we are looking at shifting like the fuel burning from typical electricity or burning the fuel into the engines of the vehicles, into burning fuels to generate electricity to power our electric vehicles, we are not that green. So most of the research that is happening now on how to facilitate the utilization of renewable energy as the main resource of generating electricity that we are going to use to charge our batteries.
Okay. What happens to the batteries from electric cars? So is there any life after death for them?
There is. I mean, for the utilization in the electric vehicle itself, the battery has to have a certain depth of charge. So after some time, the battery is not going to be suitable to power the vehicle. However, it is not completely dead, which means that it can be used for other applications, let's say. So some of those batteries can be used as a storage to help our electrical network in some cases. So it can be used as an electrical storage in order to help as spinning reserve or to help under contingency. So it doesn't mean that the battery is dead when we take it out of the car, but it means that it is not suitable for this kind of application, but we can still use it in other applications that are useful. And after that, the batteries, of course, are recycled, and they are going to be reborn in new batteries after that.
Okay, so we will discuss the disposal of lithium-ion batteries in detail in another chat because we have a relevant chapter for that in our report. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you, sir. I wish you and our audience a very good day.
Thank you very much, Sophia. Thank you very much.